I drink a mousse for breakfast and short for dessert. Somebody order pancakes, I just sip the scissor. That right there, a drive a same man bizzer. Not to worry, Mr. H, that is us back to wizard. Whew, to get this black man, you back. You back, mama's favorite, bro. I'm out of breath, man. I gotta get some more cardio or something, man. We back, man. This is my first solo live stream. You know, I live stream on the Arrogant Asshole podcast. I live stream. That's pretty much about it. So this is the first time that I live stream without any support, man. At the crib, at the desk. So thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe to the channel. We growing. We had about 1,500 subscribers. We started at 20 subscribers. And so we growing, baby. Keep liking and subscribing. Just wanted to tap in. Really just wanted to play with this live stream. But what's been going crazy right now is the Kyrie Irving situation. Played for the Brooklyn Nets, point guard for the Brooklyn Nets. And Kyrie Irving posted on his Instagram one fateful day, just randomly, no big deal, a picture of a documentary. I think it's From Hebrews to Negroes is the documentary. And right now we're in this space where if you speak about the people that they call Jewish, which if you add ish to a word, that makes the word mean close enough. Just keep that in mind. That's weird. And so right now, Kyrie posted that, and so and just like Kanye before him, and Charlemagne the God, Nick Cannon, a lot of prominent people have said similar things. They since then backtracked and didn't stand on those laurels because what they were saying was there's a lot of truth to it. You know, J Unit runs the world, and Hebrew people or people who are of what they call Hebrew descent. A lot of people believe, and a lot of people are under the understanding that people of Hebrew descent look like people like me. Very dark skinned, hair of wool, i.e. what you would call black. If you believe that sort of thing. I ain't gonna get too deep into that. It's all dogma to me, to be honest with you. I ain't gonna really hold you. But now, if you say anything about this particular group, it is called anti-Semitic. That basically means racist to Jewish people. I mean, it really, and the problem with that is when you speak of Jewish people, and them running the world and having faulty and shady practices, you're not talking about Jewish people as a whole. You're talking about a very small percentage of Zionist elite people, Rothschild-inspired kind of people. And of course, these people understand and they know that, so they mute it or they basically gaslight have a gaslight effect and say that you're speaking about all an entire group of people and that you're saying hate speech. Really, you're just speaking about things that are like Googleable things. You know, Rothschild is Googleable. People who run the entertainment industry, people who own these mainstay entertainment companies and businesses and corporations and major corporations that thrive and have thrived for 50 to 70 to 100 to 200 years minimum are owned and controlled by a certain group of people. They control media, things of that nature. So, so if you say anything about that or you mention it, then it will be viewed or propagated as anti-Semitic. And that's fine, actually. That's fine that these people have created an environment where you're not able to speak ill, oppose, or in a bad light of this small group of people. Not Jewish people, but Zionists, who really control a large portion of the world, have made it so that you can't speak about it. And it is what it is. What can you do? The problem is, so you have somebody like Kyrie, who posts this picture, not claiming, promoting, or saying anything about anything. Just posted a picture of a documentary that he saw and he thought was cool. That leads to him being suspended, essentially indefinitely, until he follows a list of guidelines or things to basically apologize to the Jewish community, meet with prominent Jewish rabbis and whoever they deem is the authority of this sort of thing, and a host of other things before he can be reinstated into the NBA. And I'm a firm believer in the understanding that if you decide to partner or do business with a mainstream or a corporate or a company, then you do have to abide by whatever they're asking you to abide by. However, what's kind of messed up is they asked LeBron, "Hey LeBron, what do you think about this Kyrie thing?" He completely Uncle Tom, stepping fetcher. I don't agree with him. Instead of, in this time, we could have very much just said, no comment. I don't know what Kyrie got going on, no comment. He could have very well said that. He could have said, I don't know enough about the situation. He could have said anything. The reality is, somebody like LeBron James, who is a billionaire, has an evaluation of $1 billion, has milked the NBA for everything that he could milk the NBA out, which is to be commended. He doesn't have to curtail or acquiesce to the NBA or really anybody. So this is an opportunity where he could either stand with Kyrie and say, hey man, if y'all suspend Kyrie, I ain't playing. Which will be an extreme gesture of solidarity, which he ain't entitled to do. But at the very least, he could have said, man, no comment. Same with Charles Barkley and Shaq. No, these people who speak about Black Lives Matter and sticking together, when it's time to really stick together, you see what happens, man. You have Shaq condemning Kyrie Irving, which Shaq owns a movie theater, and one of the few movie theaters that showed this particular documentary was Shaq's movie theater. So you would think somebody would, if anybody was like, man, I stand with Kyrie, or I understand, or is this the book, or is this the documentary? You would think Shaq would be the one, would be like, hey man, I stand with him. Because after all, you actually help promote by housing this particular material. And Kyrie just said, hey, look at this, something that I watched or seen. And Kyrie's had his things in the past where he just was basically bucking the system that he was a part of, which is a natural, innate human makeup of a man is to be naturally rebellious. And that will clash with the society where you have to stay in line. Of course, there's a harmony between that where you are able to excel or do things or to exist in this sick society. However, it is important that we understand that it is something to be said for people who, at the very least, if you're not going to stand with somebody having the ability or the right to say what they feel or say what they think or say what they've learned without or not being a part of this group think society and world and matrix that we live in, I understand you got to get your money. Do your thing. The odd thing is people who have already achieved and got their money and has the ability to, at the very least, do no harm, say nothing, no comment. But anyway, I ramble. But Kyrie has when they were trying to mandate the V word for the pandemic situation, and he was not for it. They villainized and ridiculed him because he wasn't part of groupthink, and they just villainized him because he doesn't subscribe to groupthink. And so now it's piling on. So now Kyrie has decided, by many sources, that he's going to just retire, as opposed to just bowing to the butt breaking. And I've never really been like a Kyrie fan on the court, but I stand with him on that. I don't know, man. Tell me what y'all think about that, man. Just a quick little live stream. Tell me what's going on. Like and subscribe to the YouTube. Still a lot more Eric and National podcasts coming out. A lot of more Jus'Black Speaks. Maybe some more live streams like this. All kind of stuff, man. Like and subscribe. Peace and love, man. We're about here, man.